just gorgeous. This is on our walk to even get there. You think it's pretty, baby? Yeah, and there's Mommy.
Here we are.
Colonial Williamsburg. What do you see, baby?
First stop.
What do you see?
Cows.
Cows? What do the cows say?
Moo.
What are they eating?
Grass.
Big cow.
Grass.
Big cow.
He's pooping.
Okay, here we are at the Governor's Palace. The Governor's Palace is actually reconstructed and after it was burned in 1781, after it was being used as a hospital for the American wounded in the Battle of Yorktown. But this is where the British Royal Governor would have lived during colonial times, and the King put him there to keep charge of the certain colonies. George Washington would have seen this building numerous times as he made his way to Colonial Williamsburg to conduct business, as this was the place of business. You can see that it's nestled at the end of a long common green. It's very, very beautiful here.
Out of the magazine, amounting to some 20 barrels, was carried off in what was plainly identified as His Excellency the Governor's wagon, escorted by Captain Collins, who was also known to the witness, and an attachment of Marines. Spread the powder of the J2 and lodged on board the vessel, the Magdalene. Citizens, my countrymen, is this not of a perfect peace with the systematic destruction of our liberty? Recount with me the events of this past year. Oh, aye, you laugh, sir. But you look back just a year ago to the closing of Boston Harbor. A whole great British city strangled over the tea incident, over nothing. Crimes of but a few. Think you then upon the removal of civil government from Massachusetts. Think you then, my friends, upon the order. Give yourself into slavery if you wish. I shall not bow with you. I tell you, if the governor's stockings were white this morning, something goes to death to you.
Liberty or death! Liberty!
We're like paparazzi around them.
We're marching on the Governor's Palace.
My friends, the greatest man in all of Virginia, Speaker Randolph, has come to lead our march. Let us have 3 cheers for Mr. Speaker. Hip, hip.
Hurrah! Hey! Hey!
Mr. Speaker. Good people, you do me much honor. But Captain Innes. Yes, sir. Might I inquire, sir, as to what exactly it is you think you're doing? Sir, the mayor and common council have drawn up a petition, you see, sir, that the man's Lord Dunmore return our property immediately. And that he will. That he will. Yes, sir. You no doubt heard, sir, that the powder was stolen last night.
I shall endeavor to the best of my abilities in accordance with his wishes. Permit me first to make polite introduction of myself for those of you who are not yet known to me. My name is Henry, Patrick Henry Jr., Esquire, your most humble and obedient servant to command. Born and raised, not here in Williamsburg City, thank heavens, but rather in the back country of Virginia, Hanover County to be precise, and in fact I make my home there still. My plantation is called Scotchtown. It is a 2-day ride to the north and west of Williamsburg, some 60 miles distant from here nearly, quite close to the small borough of Richmond Town, if you are familiar with that state. However, friends, I flatter myself that my contributions to the cause of liberty and the birth of this nation are manyfold, and to be remembered by most Americans well into the future for but part of a sentence only. Speak of injustice. I'll say, too, I do not write my orations in advance and simply read them from the floor once recognized. Many do. or as others will do, to give my prepared statements to someone of better voice, to have the other gentleman read his remarks. I have upon occasion certainly referred to notes that I might keep my train of thought, but at that particular occasion I was speaking extempore in defense of my mother wit, my mother wit in defense of my resolution. In the interest of brevity, I will not recite the whole. Where to begin? For it's all so magnificent. They tell us we are weak, unable to cope with so formidable an adversary. But when shall we be stronger? Will it be the next week? Or the next year?
I need to see it.
Will it be when we are totally disarmed and a British guard shall be stationed in every house? Shall we gather strength by irresolution and inaction? Shall we acquire the means of effectual resistance by lying supinely on our backs and hugging the delusive phantom of hope until our enemy shall have bound us hand and foot?
Can't.
Sir, we are not weak if we make a proper use of that means which a gracious God of nature hath placed in our power. 3 millions of people, armed in the holy cause of liberty, and in such a country as that which we possess, are invincible by any force which our enemy can send against us. Besides, sir, we shall not fight our battles alone. There is a just God who presides over the destinies of nations and who will raise up friends to fight our battles for us. The battle, sir, is not to the strong alone. It is to the vigilant, the active, the brave. Besides, sir, we have no election. If we were base enough to desire it, it is now too late to retire from the contest. There is no retreat but in submission and slavery. Our chains are forged. Their clanking may be heard on the plains of Boston. The war is inevitable, and let it come. I repeat it, sir, let it come. It is in vain to extenuate the matter. Gentlemen may cry, peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war has actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it that gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty, or give me death. Response as a fortnight ago. Well, happily, my words did persuade a slight majority of men to favor my resolution, though it was only 5 votes which divided the House.
Wow.
That is how divided a country we are right now. The resolution passed, and, well, frankly, at the risk of appearing, again, immodest or boastful as to my amazing ability to predict the future, many of those things that I warned of, that the British government was certain to attempt here in Virginia, as they had already elsewhere, will indeed occur. And in fact, one of those, the theft of the powder magazine, just in a couple of days from now. But unlike our brethren to the northward, we in Virginia are at the ready. And I continue to be profoundly humbled and honored to learn that word of that day spread like a wildfire throughout the rest of these American...
Hey, baby. Can you tell people about the map you're looking at? Go ahead and tell them about the map you're looking at.
Right here.
Right there? Where are we going?
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the silversmith?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to go to coffee and tea and other chilled refreshments?
Uh-huh.
You want to go to the oh, you know where we need to go? The shoemaker.
Hey, babe. Can you stand up? Daddy? What have you seen a lot of?
Horses.
Horsies? How many?
2.
You saw 2 of them? What were they pulling? Carriages.
Carriages.
Yeah. Who'd you just listen to? Is his name Patrick Henry? Can you say his name for us?
Patrick Henry.
Good.